Hey, before we start the video, I just wanted to take a quick second to say thank you for getting us to over 900 subscribers. I can't believe we got that many this year. I still have a hard time believing I got over 100 this year, but I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who watch these silly little videos about my nerdy things, to anyone who likes the videos, comments under them, who subscribe to the channel. Just thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And now, on with the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lego Rebel.
And I'm Vic.
And this is my assistant Vic. And there's also Roger, who is currently manning the camera.
Hi.
Now, in today's video, we are going to show you these custom Cryptid minifigures. Now, as you all are aware, this is the final Saturday of November. So, I thought it might be a good opportunity to cram one last Cryptid video into the year before Christmas rolls around and I inevitably have to start doing Christmas-related videos. So that's why we're doing Cryptids this time around. And now, I guess we should show you the actual minifigures. Now, the first minifigure in today's lineup is this custom Flatwoods monster. Now, the basic rundown of this cryptid is, in September of 1952, in the small town of Flatwoods, which is in Braxton County, West Virginia, 3 boys were playing in their schoolyard when a big red fiery thing flew across the sky and landed over in the woods. Them and some of their family members decided to go investigate, and they saw a 10-foot tall figure with supposedly a blood red body and a face that glowed emerge from the crash, and they all ran. And some reports say that some of the family members got sick, and that's the basic gist of the Flatwoods monster. Now, for this minifigure, I got Professor McGonagall's torso and dress piece, some normal red hands, and a normal red headpiece. And yes, I know, the Flatwoods monster is missing the iconic weird spade hood thingamawhatsit that it's often portrayed in various forms of media. But in my defense, it was either this or I guess I could have used a bracket to attach a palm leaf or something, since it kind of has that spade shape, but I feel like that probably would have looked incredibly stupid, so I decided to leave it off. And overall, I really am happy with how I was able to make this figure, though I do admit it doesn't really look that much like the Flatwoods monster without the weird spade looking hood thingy. Now, the next minifigure in today's lineup is this custom Mothman. Now, I know most of you already know who Mothman is, but still I'm gonna give a quick rundown of him. Now, in about the 1960s, there was a couple driving down the road in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Yes, West Virginia again. A lot of cryptids tend to come from the Virginias. I have no clue why. Anyway. They were driving down the road when they saw a humanoid figure that could fly, that had red eyes and was about 6 or 7 feet tall. And at the sight of this Mothman, the couple did not hesitate to drive out of there as fast as they could, and they discovered that one weakness the Mothman had was that it was afraid of their car lights. Which is honestly ironic if you think about it, since, well, moths are attracted to lamp lights. You know what, never mind. And I guess that's technically a myth. They're more or less attracted to ultraviolet light, not normal light. Anyway, now for the actual minifigure, it's basically a modified version of the fly monster from series 14, if I'm not mistaken. I basically took the fly monster's wings, body, and legs, switched the claw hand out for a regular black hand, and I brick built the head. I used a snot brick, attached 2 red studs to it to, I'm gonna call them handlebar pieces, but I'm not sure if that's actually what they're called, to the back of the head to represent the antennas, and a flat circular stud on top to round the thing off. And overall, I really am happy with how I was able to create this minifigure as well. Definitely a bit happier than the results with the Flatwoods monster. Now the next minifigure in today's lineup is this custom Mark Zucker... Sorry, alien lizard person. Yes, totally not Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway, now the basic rundown of alien lizard people is they come from either the Draco or Orion constellations, and they can shapeshift, and most often shapeshift into famous or very influential people so they can take over the world or destroy our governments or something. And a lot of people think that Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard person. And I honestly don't blame anyone for thinking that. But onto the actual minifigure, I got some some black legs, a black suit torso with some olive green hands, and the lizard's face from a Spider-Man No Way Home Sandman set, if I'm not mistaken. Granted, Bosk's head from Star Wars would have looked better, but I don't exactly have a Bosk minifigure, so I decided to go with the lizard's head from Spider-Man. And overall, I think this is a pretty cool minifigure. I guess I could have added a tail, though that wouldn't have looked too good with the suit, and it would have left a green line there, and it wouldn't have looked too good. I know I already said that. But still, I feel like this is a pretty good representation of what a lizard person looks like. And now the final minifigure in today's lineup is this custom gray alien. Now I'm sure you've all heard of the grays like most of the other cryptids in this video, but the basic rundown of them is that they're either really tall or really short, like they're either 3 or 7 feet tall. There's not really a medium in there for some reason. And they're most often the aliens associated with the kidnappings, the crop circles, the circular UFOs, like the classic design. And they also love hamburgers. Or at least that's my hypothesis for why they're also known for stealing cows, but I guess they could have some other reason for stealing old Bessie over there. Now for the actual minifigure, I got some gray mid-legs. The torso is off of Owen Grady from Jurassic World Dominion, with it flipped around and with some gray hands, and the head comes off of the alien tourist from Series 26, I think. And funnily enough, that was, I believe, supposed to be a gray alien in disguise as a human. A bit too obvious that was an alien in my opinion, but still, he gets an A for merit. Anyway, and overall, I really am proud of how I was able to create this minifigure. And I do like how the back of the torso that I got does kind of look like the wrinkles that are often associated with how the grays look, since they are kind of skinny. They probably need the cows more than we do, honestly. Well, those are the minifigures. Please consider to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.